Hello folks, welcome back to the stream. My name is Joel Duggan and this is the LEGO Let's Chat that we do every Friday, and we're working on ECTO-1, which is from Ghostbusters Afterlife, which came out in 2021, I think? Pretty sure. And the set is set number, I should have this memorized by now, 10274. 10274 is the set. There's a link in chat, thanks to Cosmic. Good to see you, Cosmic. Good to see you, Obu, SweetSandi, YGen, Minipax, all hanging out. So, most of these bags end up having like 2 bags. So I'm hoping to get through 5, 6, 7 today, but we'll see. So obviously we'll start with 5. And this thing is huge. Barely fits in the frame. This seems like a light bag, so hopefully it won't be too long. I think I've mentioned this before, but I think I prefer more like numerous small bags as opposed to like bags that just have thousands of pieces in them. I prefer the moderate sized bag. Well, the spot ones are yellow and green. Imagine, just like the Shuttle Discovery, there's going to be an awful lot of white as we progress to the upper levels. The secret is bag within bags. Yeah, I noticed that there was another small piece bag inside the larger one. So there's 3 little, 3 bags in total, but when I'm talking about bags, I usually mean like the numbered ones. Hey, look! Pieces that we don't have to put stickers on. Love it. More of that, please, Lego. So how's everyone's week been? We updated the Citadel server yesterday to Minecraft 1.20. 1.20.1 to be specific, but that's a mouthful. So we're on the latest update of Minecraft. We had some server crashes, and I did a little digging, and thanks to Minipax for the heads up on some things. I looked around and couldn't find any of the typical causes for that kind of lag, and my guess is that it was something on the server side of things. Because today when I logged in, my server connection, the little green bars, at the top right hand corner in Minecraft were all full. Whereas yesterday I think I had like 1 bar. So it could have been an anomaly. If it happens again, I'll double check my connection and I'll contact the host provider. But we'll see. Could have been time of day, could have been what I was doing, but I don't think I was doing anything particularly taxing, and I didn't see anything typical like mobs or groups of, things that didn't despawn, like that kind of stuff. No items, farms, that kind of thing. We're pretty good in having a lot of fail safes on all of our farms, just because it keeps the server cost low. You don't have to worry about tons of RAM, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for the shout out for Minipax, Cosmic. P.S. Minipax, if you want, you can probably shout out Cosmic back. You're just setting up your mods now and about to log in for the first time. Could have been that their servers were hammered. Everybody using 1.20 happens every couple weeks after release. Yeah, that could be it too. be a 2. We don't have a very robust server. There's only really 3 or 4 of us that play on a regular basis, so I don't pay for a fancy server for the Citadel. My patron server, actually, Infinity Cove, is a much more robust setup, which with a completely different hosting provider. Shockbyte, and there should be a Shockbyte code that you can use to get to save. It's on Discord. I know I posted it recently. They've got like a 35% savings, and you can use my link, which you can find in the Twitch panels down below somewhere, and you can use those to support my channel while you get your own Minecraft server if you're looking for something small. I think Shockbyte would be really good for families, like if you've got kids or if you've got siblings and you want to do a server together. I think that's a good way to start, because they're not like crazy in terms of what they require. And they're relatively inexpensive even at full price. So, you know, to go to something with 35% off is actually not bad. I need this mic to be closer to me. How's the audio today? Is it all right? I had some mic issues just before I started. Hey, there's Dan. How's it going, Dan? Quite a few of these pieces. That's cool. Means we're going to be doing probably some outside parts. You're not judging audio today. You have at least 2 fans pointing at you. Nice. And something I do find very interesting about this microphone and very cool is that I can have a fan right beside me and it can't hear it. I haven't yet hooked up my new air conditioner. I'm a little bit concerned it won't fit in my windows, but I'll make it work. I'll find a way. I shouldn't say it. The exhaust fan and the window attachment might not fit in my windows. The air conditioning unit itself is a floor unit. Mobile, so I can move it back and forth. But the microphone, I've always found it very funny where I'll watch something like this where I know that I'm doing something live on a video camera, and it's much different than playing Minecraft. When you play Minecraft and you do or any video game and you stream and the audio sounds like podcasting kind of quality, it's not surprising because a lot of people have really good microphones, and it makes sense when the main thing that you're watching is not the streamer, like it's not me, it's something else. But then when you watch this, you kind of expect to have more room audio, and so when you watch the video and then I'm coming through on a podcasting mic, like there's a little bit of a weird disconnect, I thought. I mean, in a good way, in that you notice immediately that the audio quality is quite good, but it doesn't have the same kind of like, I can't remember what it's called. It's not white noise. It's like bass tone or what do they call it in audio production? Room tone? Room tone. I think it's called room tone. And I've seen it when I've been watching like a Harris Heller video or something like that on YouTube, and he uses a shotgun mic a lot of the time. And I've thought about getting one for this setup, but I don't have the room physically where it would be advantageous. I also have no idea how Streamlabs or OBS would handle having 2 microphones hooked up to the same computer. My guess is that it would have a foreign area and not know what to do. Now, what can we... Maybe we'll throw these in. I think there's 15, it looks like. Oh, maybe there's 16. Nope, looks like 15. Oh. Crap, that went really far. Let's see if I can grab it with my foot. Anybody else have unusual monkey-like skills with their feet? Okay, there. I'm always surprised what mine can't hear. I know one could hear a thunder right now above me the other day. Yeah, I find it strange too. Like, I can have my old air conditioner, the one that died, I could have it in the room with me, and this Yeti X USB podcasting mic really wouldn't pick it up. Now, I do have a couple of filters in OBS that help out with low frequency and stuff, and that's a big help, of course. But yeah, it's I need to actually look into having a better audio setup for podcasting, because I still podcast on my Mac, but my Yeti on the Mac, it still picks up a lot of like keyboard noises and stuff, whereas like I can play video games quite, I don't want to say aggressively, but like energetic keyboard clicks on my stream don't come through when I'm on the streaming PC. Oh, there is 16 of these. That's annoying. OBS wouldn't have an issue with it. I have two. The issue is switching between them, and I just use the Stream Deck for that. Oh, like, so do you mute one and not the other, or do you actually change like an active thing? Why do you have two microphones? My feet are more dexterous than my hands sometimes. I like to think I'm better with my hands, but jury's still out. These can probably fit over here. Not quite. You struggle to catch anything? Do you struggle to catch a cold, Cosmic? I have them set to default in Windows and use Stream Deck to change the default, so all programs just use the default, as I have set everything to switches at once. Oh, nice. To do that with the Stream Deck, do you have to have like special code? I should use my Stream Deck for more, but I don't find that I'm pushing its use case. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I don't have a webcam when I stream. And I also don't do like soundboard things or clips, like that kind of stuff. I have a button on the Stream Deck to like capture a clip, like if I did something cool in Minecraft. But I rarely remember to use it. And it also rarely works correctly. Like the clips are always not what you actually experienced. The fact that Twitch only goes back like a minute or something like that, or it goes back a minute but then it doesn't capture the whole thing, or like I don't find them that good. I don't think people necessarily watch clips either. I do find it really annoying when you raid someone and they have clips enabled so that when you raid, their stream will play like a random clip from your channel. But the problem is they never have it set to the most recent. They like play a random clip and it could be from like 5 years ago. And it's like, well, why are you playing that? That's got nothing to do with what I was up to. You know, like it should be a clip or like a random chunk of the previous stream, or like if there was a clip, it should be like the most recent clip. But then again, like we've had to limit clips on the channel because people were just making clips of random nothing, which I've never understood. From the best of my knowledge, people were using clips to bookmark their spot in the stream so they can go back and watch the VOD later. Like it was really dumb and really disruptive, because then you have all these clips on your channel that make you look like an idiot thanks to people that are just allowed to do it. So we removed clips. I think myself and Cosmic are the only people that can do it, or at least myself and mods maybe. Sometimes I find too that when I'm nulling stuff out, I end up leaning far away from the microphone, so I end up not talking because I know I'm nowhere near the mic. We're gonna skip that idea. With the VOD, it's also easier to see how long it really should be clipped, but I'm not really one to make clips, so I'm not the best person to ask. Oh yeah, to do a clip afterwards, but then you've got to find it, right? So when I make a clip personally, the rare time that I do, I basically clip it, go find the timestamp, and then go watch the VOD, make a new clip of the proper length and proper, you know, target, and then delete the old one. That's usually how I operate when I do clips. Like I said, I don't really do them because I don't see the value. They don't bring anything to your channel. There's no metric to say this many people found your clip randomly on Twitch. Basically, they have to already know you exist to find your clips. I don't find it a good discovery tool at all. I mean, Twitch doesn't have any good discovery tools, really. Speaking of things like that, there will be a Discord live town hall quarterly hangout on July 7th. So 7/7/2023. That'll be coming up in a couple weeks. So that's for anybody that is a Twitch subscriber, anybody that is a Patreon subscriber to the Citadel Cafe, and basically anybody that has access. Gift subs, same thing. They'll all have access to the Discord. Actually, we'll probably put this the other way. And in that hangout, I'll be talking about future plans for the channel. I'll be talking about Patreon goals. I'll be talking about different support methods and the ins and outs. Patreon basically recently removed on-site goals, so they don't track them on patreon.com anymore. I dropped another piece. So yeah, I wanna put forth some internal goals, some internal metrics that I want to shoot for, and I'll be answering questions. Questions from people that about my content, people that maybe want to get started into making content. I'll do my best. Most of it's going to be an update because I think it's nice to be transparent when you've got a community as generous as this one, and it's nice to be able to say, hey, look, like this is what the X amount of support that you've given me is being used for. This is what my plans are. I mean, I talk about some of that stuff on this Lego Let's Chat too. Like, I mean, I don't think it's a secret that I've been slowly house hunting. I mean, the market in Canada is really screwy, so it's difficult to get in, but it is something that I have been looking into, and part of that process is looking for the right spot that will have room for a custom studio. Like, so right now with the apartment, I can't really change much without great cost to myself later when I have to redo it to move out, so the only thing I've done in the apartment is like paint here and there, but in the studio, in a permanent studio, I could have multiple microphones. I could maybe have multiple tables set up. I wouldn't have to use, like, I use the same microphone here to do the Lego chat that I do my my streaming, like my gaming streaming, and I could have a completely different setup. We could have multiple cameras. Like there could be all kinds of cool stuff that we could do in a new space. Real big teaser, things like puppy cams. Which I'm sure perked the ears up of some of you immediately. Listen, yeah, really don't have much room. Lots of roly pieces today. How dangerously close are we to off the table? We're getting close. Or out of the shot, I should say. I think I've mentioned this before, but I imagine having a mat with a grid on it would make this really, really interesting. Although, I don't know if I'd want the grid there while I was building. I feel like I like the idea of having a nice neutral surface and not having the background be too busy. Well, you can't say that without mentioning what kind of pup you want. Oh, have I not talked about this before? I thought I have. American Bully. Torn between a pocket size and a classic. I don't think I'd want an XL, but when I was first looking, I was looking for an apartment dog when I was trying to get permission to get a dog in this apartment. The landlord said no, but in the process of the application, I was looking for an apartment appropriate dog. And a pocket American Bully, they're only like 17 inches at the shoulder. They're stocky, like they're a sizable animal, but they're not like tall, and they don't need a lot of like running space and stuff like that. They're pretty low key animal. But yeah, the American Bully is what I was looking for. If you look up Nico the Bully, Nico the Bully, Bully, there might be some underscores in there. He's a beige dog. That's on Instagram, also on TikTok. But that's the kind of dog that I would probably get. He's a little short maybe, but he's handsome little dog. I don't have any problems with the XLs and the bigger bullies. It's only because at the time I was looking for an apartment-sized dog. So I would consider an a larger bully if I had a house. But I guess you also have to think about, like, you know, how much money you want to spend on vet bills and food, because all that stuff is by weight. So like the bigger the dog, the more expensive stuff like that can get. First ever use of the brush in 1.20 and I get a sniffer egg. Apparently they're pretty easy to find. I watched a Mumbo Jumbo video and he picked up quite a few. He ended up with 3 or 4, I think, before he was done. Such a small space. Nico the Bully. Oh, with 2 eyes. Is that it, Cosmic? I'm gonna tap on that link just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure that that's it. Oh, it's opening up a whole thing. Never mind. First pottery shard as well. Nice. There's always a little weird spotch of something. Slightly concerned as where you're actually going to build this bag. Yeah, that's fair. mean, worst to worst, even if it's not the right dog, it's still a cute dog. Oh, I'd imagine. Is his head the size of a brick? Like a cinder block? Because that's what Nico looks like. He's mostly head. The only thing I don't like about that account, about Nico the Bully, is the way that they talk to the dog. Like, I watch all of their videos on mute because I can't stand the owners. I'm sure they're lovely people and they mean well, but like, I can't stand the whole baby talk to your dog. Like, it drives me crazy. It's a me thing. No judgment. The dog is 50% head. Yep, that's the right one. I mean, only from the front. If you show him, like, if they have a full shot, then he's more proportional. And his head makes him look like a giant dog, when really, if you see him in a shot that's not a close up, he looks a little bit more normal. There's another bully that I follow on TikTok called Tuk, T-U-K-T-U-K. I don't remember what the account name is, but if you look up Tuk, an American bully on TikTok, I'm sure you'll find him. There's two. Tuk is an American bully, and then he's got a little friend, another dog in the family that's a Staffordshire Terrier. Blue Staffordshire Terrier. I like those. They're really, really cute, but they're too much terrier for me. I don't think I want a dog with that much energy. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to build this either, Cosmic. This is going to be challenging. I think maybe I'll move this out of the way temporarily. It gives me a little bit more room. Maybe I should do that from now on. All right, we're going to start with these pieces. And then this goes on like this. I was expecting these to be outside. I almost need like a little, like, tweezer claw thing to get in there. Oh, we need two of those? Yep. Staffies around here are usually attached to a person who only got a dog to try and show how hard they are. They can have a bad, so they have a bad rap. Really, Staffies? Staffies are such lovable little dogs. I see a lot of bad raps for the bullies in the UK. I think American bullies are banned in the UK. I can't remember. It's a terrible idea. It's the owner's fault. I mean, there can be bad breeding and like backyard breeding, but like, generally speaking, a bad dog is got a neglectful owner. The thing that's the most frustrating for me is having all this time, especially in the last 2 years, available to me as I work from home, which is ideal for, you know, raising a dog and all that kind of stuff. And it's frustrating that I can't take advantage of that time, you know? I was talking to a vet friend, actually. Well, Hannah, who plays on the Citadel with all of us, is a vet. And she was saying that, you know, your biggest challenge working from home, Joel, is going to be making sure that the dog gets used to you not being there. So back when I was first considering it, the advice she gave me was like every single day, even when they're really, really young, leave the house for like no reason. Just like go to get the mail, stand outside and check your phone for 15 minutes. Like just get them really used to you leaving and coming back so they know you always come back. I thought that was a really cool idea. I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that I would have gotten into more depth with had the landlord said yes, and then I would have obviously done a lot more research and, you know, kind of built up my knowledge. I've got some. I watched a lot of YouTube videos and research breeding and all that kind of stuff to get down to like the dog, the temperament that I'd be looking for. I had a breeder lined up actually in Ontario. And before people get after me for going to a breeder instead of adopting, as a first-time dog owner, I'm not comfortable not knowing what I'm going to get at a shelter. So this, I've done something wrong. I think I've put that on too soon. So this goes on top here. There we go. Meadow says you're not too fond of bullies. I mean, it's an acquired taste. There are a lot of face. It's a lot of dog face to deal with. And some people want like floofy dogs, you know, like golden retrievers and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, if you wanted a really athletic dog, then you can still have a bully breed and have a really athletic dog. Like Staffordshire Terriers are athletic, and American Terriers, American Staffies are very athletic, fast. I don't know about long distances, but they absolutely will play fetch until their eyes fall out of their head. Two of these little ones. I'm going to grab one each of these. Being very technical. I think I've said this a number of times over the last few weeks, but like whoever designed this was really going out of their way to come up with like unique combos of blocks and pieces, and like it's very specific, more so than any block that I've seen, or any set that I've seen so far, except for this is not going to fit. How is that supposed to go there? Oh, I've got it the wrong way, maybe? Yeah, that doesn't fit there. Okay. That goes on there like that. What am I missing? Did I miss a layer somewhere? No? Yeah, that doesn't fit there. Oh yeah, whippets are fast. They're like a greyhound family, right? CJ subscribing with Prime for 22 months, coming up on a full 2 years. My gosh, CJ, that's amazing. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate the support. Cosmic said, when we got our dog many moons ago, we got him from a rescue center. My only stipulation was I don't want a big dog. I don't want a dog that's bigger than me. It will knock me on my butt if it jumps on me. We ended up with a big dog. Well, yeah. Hey, there's Cal. How's it going? So I'm confused. Like I've gone over this twice now. And it just doesn't fit. Unless I've got this in the wrong spot. Okay, yeah. There we go. And the fold of the book was hiding it. Okay. I need this piece and one of these. There we go. Whippets are like the cousin to the greyhound. Personality-wise, they are mostly cats in a dog body. Yeah. See, I don't want a cat in a dog body. I much prefer. Oh, I skipped a page. Or did I? Alright, so we need 6 of these. And these all go along here. One goes there. So we're obviously making one of the doors, I'd say. Perhaps the back, but more than likely just the door. Did I miss a spot? So this is obviously door handle. Very cool. And this goes in here like that. Well, that's really slick that they use this to kind of like go up to this level. Creates that red stripe that kind of goes around the corner and lines up perfectly. That is really like that is very specific spacing from the designer. Very, very cool. there. Okay, and then we need another sticker, and it is number 4. One of these many little rust spots. And it goes right next to the door. Right next to the hinge, I should say. These clear ones are way easier to put on. I wish they would do that more often. The red stripe against the white is very aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, it's very, you see it here too. It's very iconic. So it looks like this gets set aside. And we're on to something a little bit different. Two of these. I was trying to look up today before I started streaming how to have background music for the stream, but then I don't have to listen, and I couldn't figure it out. Plus, I haven't moved my Lego stream over to OBS Studio yet. I'm still using Streamlabs. The nice thing about that is that with Streamlabs, I can leave Streamlabs at 1080p, and then I can leave OBS Studio at 1440, and I don't have to switch. I can just leave them. But eventually I will move Lego over to the OBS Studio. And then that goes down like that. This goes in here. More stickers. I shouldn't have put that away. There are a lot of stickers that we are going to have to deal with over the course of this build. This goes right on the edge. And then there's another big piece that goes down the bottom. Leaguer Gaming subscribing at tier 1, 32 months. Thanks so much, Leaguer. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I'm not sure how easy this is to see on stream, but I have to get close to me, otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. And then this goes, oh, that's the bottom. Cool. It's weird how sometimes these things stick out and you wouldn't expect them to. Like, I wouldn't expect there to be a ridge there, but there is. I don't know why. When you get around to it, you can make a new OBS profile and set it all up so that it changes just by switching profiles. Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I'll have to... I wish there was more of a... like a tutorial for OBS. Like, you kind of have to wait until you have a question before you can go look something up. And then you can usually find the answer easy enough. The problem is, if you don't know the right question to ask, right? Then you don't know necessarily what the capabilities of the program is, you know. That attaches here. Very cool. That is really clever. I should never put these stickers away. 3. I'm gonna put this on first. The big piece is easier to handle. The rusty door. And this goes on the other side. Oh, you think I would have clued in, but I guess it's been a week, so I didn't really figure it out. This goes on this side. Right, so this is the door that opens and shuts. And I guess it opens up backwards? I was not expecting that. Cool. I wonder if the other door the other way. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Break time when you're ready, Cosmic. That sounds like a good plan. Just finished that. We're on to the next section. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Cool. Folks, if you're not aware, I take a break once an hour, and I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Gives me a chance to fill my coffee cup up. Gives you a chance to go grab a friend. We are always trying to grow the channel. It's an excellent Friday afternoon second monitor stream. Listen to Lego and chats while you're doing your Friday afternoon work. But yeah, I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Talking about the different resolutions, the camera doesn't do 1440. The camera only does 1080. And my monitor is 1440 for video games. So all the gaming I do is in 1440, and all this video streaming I do is in 1080. And OBS does not do a good job of scaling things up. It would look pixelated. It already isn't the best picture. All right, on to page 122. Oh yeah, I've gone over a bunch of stuff. It's just, it's not hard to change the settings in OBS. It's just a pain. It's just one more thing I have to do last minute before I stream, right? Because it doesn't happen automatically. So 2 of these on the ends. And then these go the other way. Another number 4. All right, that's that. Now we need some gray. One more of these black pieces. That. 2 of these. I really like these little precise measurements that they have, where they line up precisely on the front. Very cool. Very satisfying feeling. And then another sticker. There. I find sometimes certain tracks on this royalty-free list can sound louder than others. They're not. I mean, everything is the same volume, I feel, but I feel like they can. It feels louder. It feels more destructive in some ways than others. So grab one of those. Oh, facing the wrong way. And this goes here. There you go. Big rusty sticker. Number 1. Are there any new LEGO sets that have been released that have piqued your interest? You know what? There have not been. There have been some new sets released, but none of them have appealed. One thing that I do plan on doing in the event that I get through all of the sets before something new comes out, which is unlikely, and I'll tell you why in a minute, is that I do have my own LEGO sets from when I was a kid, some vintage stuff. And I think it would be very cool to get that out. If there isn't a new set to get, you know, or to space it out between new set, old set, I think it would be interesting. Now, I might have to break them down. I might have to like figure out what pieces are where and all that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But even just that as an unboxing would be pretty cool, I think. Just to kind of remember what sets I had, because there's a lot of loose pieces too. Now, this feels getting ahead of myself. Yeah, that goes there. Goes there, and then this goes here. This goes on top. That. I guess these are like reinforced things inside the door. I'm not even sure what they're supposed to be. I don't remember them from the films. This gets another piece. There. We get to use the Ghostbusters symbol. And goes there. Very like panely. That's interesting. Hey, we've got our first little bit of trivia. I don't think there's been anything else that I've seen. The No Ghost logo has become a powerful marketing tool for the Ghostbusters business and features a ghost named Mowgli, or Moogly, I guess. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize the ghost had a name. Thanks for the Lurk mini packs, and welcome back from the Lurk Obu. It's like a tag team, like a wrestling. You just tag each other as you exit and enter the stream. Oh yes, this little finicky thing. Can everybody see okay when I'm working down here? I know it's very low in the shot. See if I can build this right this time. This is the door handle. And that's gonna go top here. How does that go? Okay, underneath. Like that. Okay. And then we start another section. Hands might get in the way. Well, yeah, these pieces are pretty small. I think what I'd like to do, like I said, with an eventual more permanent setup for Lego is to have like another camera like close to the table, pointing like kind of across or down or something a lot closer so that you could see and have like a little picture in picture. I think that could be really, really cool. I'd probably have to have a more robust computer for that, but it's a good down the line mission. The good news is that a small picture-in-picture wouldn't have to be anything fancy. Like a small webcam would do the trick, because on stream it would only be like a little, you know, 320, maybe 640, but probably 320. Right, that all gets like that, and then this attaches on top of the green piece. Nope, it does not. Why are we only doing one? That seems a really flimsy way to attach that. It says do it that way, don't do it the other way. I didn't miss anything. So this will hold it on. This is a really complicated bag. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that you really have to take your time with this one. It's wild, the depth and thought they've put into this. All right, so that gets set aside briefly. Make sure I did it right. Have my concentrating face on? Yeah. I think the easiest way to tell when I'm concentrating is when I'm not talking. I hope it doesn't feel like a weird lull, you know, in the stream, but these stickers are hard to aim. That goes here. That's really flimsy. Not a fan of that. Right, that goes there. And then we've got nope, I missed something. Oh, maybe this will help with the flimsiness of it. Oh, neat. So it has like a, it has a, like this, that isn't the hinge. That's like the limit. Like you only want it to open so far, I guess. Man, like I said, the thought that goes into these things. You imagine like you grow up and you decide, I'm going to be an engineer, and you go to school for engineering. You study like mechanical engineering or drafting or whatever. And then somehow through some either a hobby passion or just like pure, you know, drive, you end up as a designer at Lego. You know, like you're not building bridges, you're not designing rocket ships, or if you are, they're made out of Lego bricks. Like that's because it takes that. I mean, honestly, it must take that kind of knowledge. At the very least, you'd have to be like a 3D modeler, you know, like you'd have to understand all that kind of stuff. A little out of shot when I was showing the hinge piece. Thank you. I think I'm just gonna, I was too used to being this close. So I added this hinge piece here. I thought this was the hinge and it felt very flimsy, but what it does, this is the hinge piece. This double hinge limits how far the door can go. Right, so it's like, I'm not sure what you call it. You know how screen doors sometimes have like a little piston, like a little gasket piston to like close them again? That's what it reminds me of. But it's weird that the door won't open all the way. Like I'm curious. Eventually, I'm sure we'll figure out why, but it's cool. And here's another sturdy hinge going on top of everything. This strikes me as probably the back. I think it's probably the back door. Because everything else here has been blocked off, so I'm assuming it goes back here. I know the instructions are getting cut off a little bit at the bottom. Just checked and LEGO has 590 open job positions worldwide at the moment. 14 under creative and design. Yeah, I'd imagine that like a good chunk of those are probably like LEGO store employees, like retail stuff or sales. That would be cool though. This goes here. A friend of mine, a convention friend of mine, Matt, works for LEGO now. I think I've mentioned him before. And he lives over in Denmark, right? Or Sweden. I can't remember. I should know this. I need 5 of those. Kind of hoping that the panels would lock that into place better, but there we are. Oh yes, the little door bits. The precise use of this area here. More stickers. Senior designer for 3D Lego models and model boxes. Right, like there's all the packaging and stuff like that. I used to work in toy design. I'm not sure how many people know that. I was freelance. I wasn't like full-time, but I certainly had enough work. Most of what I did was concept design. I didn't do like the final thing, but I would have to work sometimes with the marketing designer or the graphic designer. That is... Oh no, it's the front door. Duh. Has more than 2 doors, Joel. It's a giant vehicle. Giant vehicle. It's this... No, not the steering wheel side. It's the side. That goes flush with the front. Yeah, so this one opens this way, and that one opens that way. But this has a limit. Which makes sense. You wouldn't need it to open any farther if it's just the passenger side door. Whereas this one, for cargo and stuff, you'd want that to have like a full swing to it. Yeah, I'm not sure what the yellow bits are inside of these. Like, I'd have to look and see if they're noticeable in the film, if there's like yellow. It might be like something that Egon applied to like reinforce the door or something. Who knows? But that's what the side of it's looking like so far. Oh, designing the booklets for sure, mini packs. Yeah, like all of this. I actually had a comment about the design. The graphic design in this booklet is not the strongest compared to other Lego books. I'm assuming this is probably going to be the other front door. would be my guess. If I move my microphone, can you see it in the shot up here? Cool. Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. See, that's the other advantage of having like a dedicated Lego table would be I would never have to move my mic. I could just have, I could spend the money and get another mic and just sit down and start going. Like I have to swing my mic arm like 180 degrees. I've got to turn the mic on its axis like another 90. And I mean, it's no problem to swing it back. It's just that to get it into position for streaming Minecraft or video games is much easier than getting into the right position for Lego. And right now it's kind of in my way. Like this entire section of the Lego table, I can't see because it's behind my mic. The mic is kind of like right here. So like it's covering my right eye essentially. So I kind of have to like peek around it. And I'd love to have something like a shotgun mic on the other side of the table, which I might have room for here. But if a microphone was like right up there pointed at me, then I would have nothing in my way. Right? Like it would be completely free. I wouldn't have to lean around anything. One nice part about getting to this level of progress through the bag is that you don't have to pull the pieces all the time. You can just kind of go through the order and what you need. All the mics, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the dream, is to get this to the point where I can really and truly do it full time. I definitely, I want to say broadcast, but I certainly refer to myself very often as like, you know, a full-time streamer. But really what's happening is it's like streaming, podcasting, and a few bits of art contracts that are starting to seep back into my world are how I make my money. And in order to really have streaming come up past like podcasting and stuff, then there has to be some changes. I'm probably going to be dialing back a little bit in July. For two reasons. One, it's summertime and I'd like to spend a little bit more time outside. But also, just the way that things are going, I have to reprioritize some other things. This goes there. Oh, crap. All right, so that goes... That's like that. How many mics do I want? I don't know. Well, thanks, CJ. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like, really, the thing with all of it is just consistency, and what's happening now is that in the business side of things, I have a consistent chat, and I have consistent, we'll say consistent support in terms of the amount of people that are supporting. But the way that Twitch has made changes over the last year, I need to, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no growth happening. Like, I need more people coming in. Like, something that we see a lot with the Spawn Chunks is a lot of new patrons. Yes, some patrons are leaving for whatever reason, and that's fine. But we see more people coming in most of the time than we do leaving. But I don't see any changes here on Twitch. I very much see the same kind of in and out. Or I shouldn't say in and out. Like, there's no real growth. So and Twitch does not have the best tools for discovery. So I'm trying to find ways to beef that up, and simultaneously streaming to TikTok is high on that list. That's one of the things I need to figure out how to do in the very near future, which shouldn't be difficult now that I've got a better handle on OBS and OBS Studio. I mean, I don't have any content right now. I'm not a big person to be on camera. I don't talk to the camera. I don't do selfies. I don't do vlogs. But it's just Joel Duggan on TikTok. If anybody is on TikTok and you want to follow me now before things start happening over there, because that might be a better mobile streaming experience for people. This, I think, could do very well. I don't know about Minecraft, but I feel like this Lego thing could go very well. The problem with that is then trying to figure out how I get a TikTok chat. Like, I don't know how I'd keep track of 2 chat rooms. I feel like I'd have to direct people to Twitch. And TikTok, there's no monetization of TikTok in Canada. There's no creator fund. So it would still be, it would be a funnel to get new eyeballs on the Twitch channel. I think I said that right. They both start with T. No TikTok creator fund. TikTok would be a funnel to Twitch. Yes. Ahead of myself on that. Goes like that. Then we have these pieces. One of the nice things, of course, of doing this is that this is the second time we've done it, so it's a little bit easier to keep track of the steps that we're doing. Leaguer says I am genuinely considering streaming to YouTube instead of Twitch, but it's all eggs in one basket rather than diversifying. Yeah, I've taken a look at some YouTube streams, and it's the chat that turns me off. I find the chat, the quality of conversation and the quality of chatter, for the lack of a better way to say it, on Twitch to be better. I'd rather have a quiet stream than a loud sort of empty stream, if that makes sense. Also, the Joel Duggan VODs YouTube channel, I can now apply to be in the YouTube partner program. I thought I had to hit 1,000 subs. I'm only at 824 or 26 or something. It didn't say anything about advertising, so maybe I have to hit 1,000 subs before I can do ads on the channel. But I can apply for the partner program, which allows for like hyper chats or super chats and subscriptions and stuff. So now I've got to figure out how to connect YouTube and a subscription on YouTube on the VODs channel to access to the Discord. If I can do that, I hope so. I don't know whether YouTube has those capabilities or what. So this bag had three doors in it. Door feels like it's a little crooked. Yes, on YouTube you only need 500 in some countries now, including Canada. I've had 500 for a while. It has to be more than that. It has to be something else on the channel that's tricked it, because I only got the email the other day. This excludes ads, but does include super chats during your YouTube stream. Okay. Cosmic says, I don't know how it is now, but the last time I moderated a stream on YouTube, it was not a fun experience. No, I don't imagine it is. I know that Fixit streams on YouTube, and I think Fwip as well. Didn't they move everything over to YouTube? The 500 thing came in the last week or two. Oh, that explains it, Leaguer. That would make more sense. That would make more sense, because I would have already been above the threshold. That makes sense. Either way, I mean, it's cool. I'm not going to be streaming on YouTube anytime soon. But the subscription thing, so without us streaming, I'm not going to be taking advantage of super chats, but I can certainly take advantage of membership stuff. So all this, these red pieces, of course, help with the right and the left inside the vehicle. Make sure you're doing everything correctly. And this hooks on to the very tip. I'm curious what these will be used for. This must be the other part of the wheel well. Nope. No. Part of the construction. 1, 2, 3. Well, here I thought I was going to get through 3 bags today. That's not happening. And piece goes out there. Another sticker. This bag might have been the size of 3 small bags. That's fair. We'll take a look. In bag 6 was the smallest and single bag out of everything, I think. But it's already 3 o'clock, or close to it. That brings us to the end of that step. Nice sturdy connections. Again, it's very rare in these builds that you get to use these big full-size Lego blocks, but always fun when you do. They build things up so quickly, of course. Goes like that, and then we've got this side piece. This is new. This is unique. That was not on the other one. Got 5 of these that start here. This is the driver's door. I wonder if there's like a driver's mirror on that side. The iconic red stripe. Oops. Did that wrong. Now we do it. Couple pieces left over. I'm surprised about that one, but I don't see anything that we missed. Just one last sticker. right above the door handle. They're really easy to place when you've got something to stick the sticker to nudge the sticker up against. So this red piece here, when you have something to put up against it, it's a lot easier. All right, so before I attach it, give you a close up. You can see that the hinges sticking off here, and all the wild details inside here. And then when you open it up, see the piston or the shock. I'm not sure what it would be called. And then that goes on here. So this side doesn't open at all because that's got the sliding car seat in it. But this side does. This has got a very satisfying latch because there's something up against it. I don't think the other side has one. Yeah, so this side doesn't have anything to butt up against, I don't think. Whereas these ones, yeah, they hit something. I wonder if I've missed something by chance. Doesn't look like it. Anyway, Neon God, welcome in. The door came a lot quicker than the others. Yeah, when you build something for the second time, it's always a lot faster. You know what? We are at, what, 2 hours, I think? What's the uptime? One hour and 58 minutes. I think that's a good spot to wrap it up. I think that's a good time to move on. I think we'll be able to do the next couple of bags in the other stream. This is a very complicated build in all the best ways, and so one, I don't want to rush it, but two, I also just I want to space this out a little bit. So that's where I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to pass you on to somebody that we normally raid. I'll leave it up to Cosmic to throw maybe a couple of names in chat for me, if you don't mind. That would be fantastic. I guess I could use my phone to check Discord too. Drath or Rizzy Realm Hopper. Let's pass everybody on to Drath. We haven't rated Drath in a little bit. So you're going to go visit Drathmore. They are usually playing Minecraft a good time, often labeled as a mature audience, but they're still a very genuinely nice person. I think you will enjoy it. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic with some Minecraft. That will be on the Citadel server in Minecraft Trails and Tales 1.20.1. We updated the other day, so that's always a good time. You can check out the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe podcasts. They're both free wherever you get your podcasts. You can also check out Patreon, which is one of the best ways to support this stream. If you'd like to see more than for $2 a month, which is less than a cup of coffee, then you can join the Discord and it renews monthly. You don't have to worry about it. You can set it and forget it. And I really, really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to bringing in new patrons. And as I mentioned at the top of the stream, there will be a patron and member Discord member town hall on July 7th, where I'll be talking about my plans for the channel and talking with people that are supporting the channel as to what I'm going to be doing in the future, as to some added perks and some downloads and some things like that. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. That's at 10 a.m. Atlantic time, UTC minus 3 hours on July 7th. All of my stuff is usually in Atlantic time anyway, so you can just do the math on that. But I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks ever so much, folks. Bye for now.